Micah Parsons talking about his team's road mentality.
It's a mindset of how you approach it. I think, when you're at home, you're comfortable. You kind of do what you do. But when you're on the road, you're in a new space, you're in a new area, you're in a new area, you're in just a new environment. And the mindset is, when the Lions, Roman, does he take over the land or does he die? And last week we died, so we got to take over some land this week.
That's a fascinating way to put it, and I guess it does make some sense. All right, once and for all, I've spent all of this week, I didn't have you here Monday to help me. I'm fighting with Rex and Dan, and I had no voice of reason with me. What is this home road thing? Everyone is making such a big deal about the Cowboys on the road.
What is this home road thing?
That game could have been played on Jupiter.
Yeah.
And they would have had the ball run down their throat. How much of a difference is it making?
I do not think it's where they play. I believe it's how the other team plays. It's how the opponent approaches the Dallas Cowboys. And what I mean by that is the Dallas Cowboys aren't going to fight back if you punch them in the mouth at your house or at their house. You can knock on their door, and if you're willing to bludgeon them at their front doorstep, you can do that.
Damn.
When you look at the Arizona Cardinals, the San Francisco 49ers, the Buffalo Bills, they all attack this Dallas Cowboy defense, which loves to play sub packages, which is add an extra defensive back by running the football. They all got their linemen headed downfield, and very much like a team that has not won a championship in 30 years, who still buy all their jerseys and allow them to be the most profitable franchise in the entire world, they're front runners. And so the Dallas Cowboys have to understand that as Micah Parsons continues to say, we have to go take land, we have to go be a Lions. Well, the thing that the Lion does when it's time to face the other Lion from the other pack, and we're trying to figure out who's going to be with the Cubs, who's going to go let the women hunt all day so they can sleep all day and eat spoils, right?
Even Bart Scott's like, what are you talking about?
To go out and fight. They have not done it. And so now we have to see what they can do against the Miami Dolphins, but it doesn't matter where they play.
Well, I'm thinking of you, Bart, as I'm watching that game, because you're always the guy who's going to be willing to stand there on the train tracks. I hear you say all that big, rough, tough linebacker stuff. Yeah. And I don't
Did you call it dumb?
No, big, tough. Oh, big, tough linebacker stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Who's going to stand on the train?
He's calling me tough.
One man's tough is another man's whatever. Okay. But you know what I'm saying. And like, they didn't. That isn't their strength. I'm not suggesting they're soft. That's not what they do well. So if the Dolphins start doing that same thing to them, can Dallas's defense hold up?
I don't think so, and it's only one adjustment.
You never think so.
They have to realize or ask themselves, is Marquise Bell better?
This is where it all starts.
Or should we bring in maybe a backup DN and put Michael Parsons back in the middle so we can't be out physical downhill? Remember, Parsons comes from playing inside linebacker. That's where he started from. He's very comfortable there. You understand?
He also started as running back in high school, but I'm not putting him at running back.
Last week against the Jets, we understand that. Remember, that whole San Francisco style of running, was devised by McDaniels.
Yeah, he's a run specialist.
That's what he did for San Francisco. So he's going to find ways to be able to exploit, Marquise Bell, who's a lighter guy. And you can't hide him. You can't hide linebackers, right? You can't hide away from physicality. So you have to consider maybe taking him off the field, bringing the extra D in, and using Lawrence as the, to the strong side of the defense, knowing they're going to run open and put Michael Parsons sideline to sideline. Come downhill.
Help me with one thing quickly here, though, because what Dan Orlovsky was explaining yesterday, we'll get is
the expert.
Like they'll kill you then with those like screen passes. They'll throw it out to the side to Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and all of that. Like they're going to beat you with Miami can beat you with their speed too.
Yes, they can, but if you're going to, but to do that, you got to try and stop them with a light box. You much rather have a real inside linebacker that's 240 pounds that can go sideline to sideline. Yeah. When Michael Parsons on one side, you can get away from them and take him out of the game by running away from him.
See, the best way to help the Dallas Cowboy defense is
offense.
Dak Prescott. Last week, Josh Allen completed 7 passes. They scored 30 points. So what they have to do is, if Dallas could score and make Miami throw the ball part of the time, that allowed Dallas to do what they do best, which is rush the passer.
That's it.
Beyond that, it's all physics. They are so light between Marquise Bell, Damone Clark that Miami, even with backup offensive linemen, will be able to run the ball. The other thing, as Hembo reminded me, is Tua is second in the league in completions for screens and yard screens, to what you're alluding to, Greeny. That's what they want to do. Those are long handoffs. The way you get Miami out of their comfort zone is you have to move the ball in offense. And if Dak Prescott, even if they have a B game, that's going to allow Dallas to do what they do best, which is rush the passer.
Yeah,
there you go.
There's a couple injury issues, right? Jonathan Hankins, the big D tackle, missed last week's game. Doesn't look like he's going to play in this one. That's a big factor in their run defense, obviously. Tyron Smith, the left tackle, hasn't practiced yet this week. I'd feel if I were Dallas, I'd feel more comfortable if I saw him on the practice field today. I find what Bart's saying fascinating. People forget about Micah Parsons, that he was drafted as a linebacker, right? He's been such a dominant edge rusher. Do they risk taking him out of that position because he can absolutely play that? He can absolutely do what you need him to do to help you augment your run defense in the absence of your defensive tackle depth. So I'm interested to see what Dan Quinn does because it's got to be different than what it was last week.
It's got to be. Okay, we're going to leave it right there. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies. What's up, Lola? How are you doing? I've got Stacy Schubert in the house. What's up? What's up? What's up, Stacy? We've got the Queen is here. The Queen is here. Queen Bella with, you know what, Queen? I'm going to have to trade in the raid. I don't see any more of the Eagle fans anymore. They don't come around anymore. They don't come around anymore. We've got Angelica Baron. Angelica. Alan William wants to know, how are the puppies doing? What's up with the puppies? Kiwana Gibson. What's up, Kiwana? Let's see. Did I miss any of the lovely ladies in the place? We see we got East Side Harold back in the house. Let's see if he's going to act like he has some sense. Probably doesn't, but we'll see. You know, it's kind of crazy that I actually miss some of the Eagle fans. Am I crazy about that? I mean, seriously. You get used to having those guys around all the time. Now I see Philly D. What's up, Philly D? So now I think I'm up to 5. I've got 5 Eagle fans that are truly diehards. Although I will say we haven't seen Philadelphia in a couple times. The last couple of live streams have not seen that guy. But we've got Logan Motorsports. We got Twiz Digga. We've got lovely Linda, although I haven't seen Linda too much either. And who am I missing? Philly D. So it's kind of sad. I miss you guys. So this is a very, very big weekend. But per my buddy, the mailman, Game Time Brian, as well as others, the Cowboys could lose this game. Could lose this game as long as the Eagles lose another one. And win the division. I don't get it. I don't get it because I was, we keep hearing if the Cowboys win out, which we have a much tougher schedule than the Eagles, right? So we've got, of course, Miami, we've got Detroit, and then we've got the Commanders. The Eagles, of course, have the Giants, the Cardinals, and the Giants. They have the easiest road to hoe. But somehow, if we lose this one and they lose one of the other games, we win the division. But I don't see how. I don't know. There's so many damn different tiebreakers and everything else. I still feel like we're just going to get screwed one way or the other. I don't think it necessarily matters what we do. We're going to get screwed anyway. There's Crystal Caramel Corn. What's up, Crystal? How are you doing? Make sure we don't miss you. And did I get everybody? Did I get them? I think I got everybody. All right, so by now, Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith won't, well, okay, I can't say he won't. But all of last year and all of this year, anytime anybody has been doubtful, and Tyron Smith hasn't practiced, he is doubtful. They have not played. So that means Tyron Smith ain't playing, okay? Tyron Smith is not playing. Zack Martin is questionable. typically guys that are questionable, and he did go through the walkthrough practice today. So this is where Tyron Smith. It wasn't like a practice like, you're thinking pads and we're hitting the pads and, hitting each other. It was a walkthrough, and he was unable to practice. So he can say that he's not going to be there. Zack Martin went through the walkthrough. He is questionable. How are you? Okay. Y'all been great. Okay. Well, Philly D, let me ask you. I want to ask you, Philly D, since, I don't have too many Eagles, fans that come around. What the hell is going on? Every day, it's like another shoe dropping in Philadelphia. Yesterday, it was A.J. Brown, and he's going after Lord Brunson. Today, it's now they're questioning Jalen Hurts. And it's kind of, it's kind of funny. I tell you what's kind of funny to me. Because all I've been hearing, this is funny because I've been hearing it from the Eagle fans, was trade Dak. He sucks, man. Trade Dak, right? Now, let me ask you this. Now, Dak Prescott is about to get paid again, okay? Whether you like Dak or not, he's going to get paid by the Cowboys. That's a done deal. That's a done deal, okay? So you can look at this and say Carson Wentz got paid, Daniel Jones got paid, and, of course, Jalen Hurts got paid. And it seems like within a year of every one of those guys or less, they start regretting it. I'm just wondering, as this season has evolved, and now all these things where A.J. Brown is now kind of like the problem child and kind of going off, and you got Jalen Hurts, who is now sounding like he's the problem, but he's now talking about others' commitment, so he's trying to throw others under the bus. Now you got Nick Sirianni, who's been found out to be, I cheated to get into this job, okay? My resume isn't really that good. I don't really know Jack. I'm just a hype man. I'm Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy. Yeah, and now that he actually has to coach, he doesn't seem to have the answers. And I will say this to y'all. Here's the thing. Y'all, when you lose, shit happens. You understand that, Mark? Yeah. Well, I guess we haven't had the 3-game lose streak, so it hasn't gotten that bad. But here's what I'll say, Philly D. Coaching experience matters. And see, this is where Nick Sirianni's had, Howie Roseman, that hit on all those picks and everything else. Everything was great. Oh, yeah, AJ, yes. He ended up, I didn't see the whole tweet and everything else, but basically Lord Brunson, I guess, said a few things, and he took, A.J. Brown is like, he's pissed at everybody right now. He's pissed at and the thing about it, Dallas Cowboy for life. Shout out, what's up? Cowboys Nation, Dallas Cowboy for life. Take on the Fins. Yeah, we got to get the Fins, without a doubt. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. I want to because the Eagle fans don't stay long, so I know Philly D is gonna be running out. But the thing is, we've been where the Eagles are. We just didn't turn ugly like that. We had problems with our offense and the quarterback and the wide receiver. You remember CeeDee Lamb kind of had, the body language when he was getting less than 50 yards a game. You had Brandon Cooks is like, I'm here to do whatever they say that, that they want me to do, but you could tell that he wanted to get the ball. You could see Dak was kind of like, this offense is kind of whack, and we're trying to run the football, release the Kraken, let me get out here and start slinging the rock and stuff. And Twiz Digga, see, Twiz, shout out to you, Twiz. You are one of the 5, Twiz. You are special. You are a grown-ass man. You are a true fan. Jalen is a wonder, and I'm not talking Stevie. I'm one-year wonder. Jalen Hurts. Damn, Queen. Queen is here. Queen Bella talking smack about him. But I don't know who led it. I don't know if Dak kind of went to Mike McCarthy and said, Mike, we got to do some different shit. Or if Mike McCarthy just realized, I've got to keep my players happy, and I've got to change what I'm doing. But for your coach to literally say, we were playing to get a penalty, bro, you are relying on the officials, and you're going to go ahead and admit it? You's an idiot. Mark, Buffalo played against Girl Scouts last week. Hey, you know what? I can't deny we lost. We lost that game. We lost that game on the road against a team just like you did. But I will take the Dallas Cowboys the second half of this season and where they are versus where you are right now. I mean, we did at least beat the Seattle Seahawks there. I'm just saying. When we beat the Seahawks, everybody was like, "Oh man, you barely beat the Seahawks, man. Cowboys suck." So if we suck barely beating the Seahawks, you with Geno, you let Drew Lock drive 92 yards down, 92 yards in a minute and a half, and throw a touchdown pass. Are you? Philly D, you know I love you, bro. But, dog, sorry. Sorry, dude. I tell you what, with your Eagles, I tell you what, here's what has happened to you Eagle fans.
Oh, I say it again. You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok. This is what he does.
That's what's happened to you Eagle fans. You guys have been bamboozles. Ref beat the Seahawks. Oh, there you go. You know, oh, Lordy. Philly D, listen, bro, come on now. You guys know you didn't play a good game. You should have won it. All you had to do was run the football. At the end, or check down. Why your quarterback? I think your quarterback thought, I'm going to be Brett Favre after his dad died. I'm going to go out here sick, and I'm going to be glorious with a great touchdown pass and willing my team to win. Right? And then, Pamela Savage in the house. What's up, Pamela? Are you ready? And oh. All right. I got to talk about this too. I got to talk about it. We take on the Commanders with the left hand up. Yeah. At the garbage waste dump, FedEx Field, to end the season in a game that may actually have playoff ramifications. I'm going to be there. Pamela Savage and a friend is going to be there. Let's see who else is going. Tracy gonna be there. I'm gonna have my friend Allie's gonna be there. DMV's gonna be there. E2 Blue's gonna be there. Maybe Game Time Brian's gonna be there. God, I'm losing my mind, man. Thomas Garrett is gonna be there, and hopefully you guys. If you do want to come to our tailgate, we are not charging for it, but we're asking for donations. If you want to help to get some chicken wings and some pulled pork and all that, there's information on getting tickets. We'll be in the red zone lot. Let me say it again, red zone lot. There is, if you go to the community tab, there's a link in there for the guy if you want to get tickets. We're going to be in section 315. The tickets are $199, no extra fees or anything else. The good thing about having the seats, it's in the club section. Mark really does. Brian, I don't like, it's a terrible fee. I mean, it's a terrible stadium, but I like to see my Cowboys, and it's right around the corner, so I can easily tailgate there. So we always have fun. Cowboys always represent. But no, the stadium is not a great stadium. It sucks. I'll be honest with you. Get your tetanus shot before you go because, railings and shit fall off and almost kill quarterbacks and everything else. The other good thing about the seats, we are above the overhang where the pipes broke and let sewage fall on fans and stuff. And if the weather is cold outside, because it is the club level, they have the whole club concourse where you can sit inside and stay warm, provided the heat works. Now, I can't guarantee that the heat will work because, hell, they couldn't get hot water in the showers. There you go. You guys actually put up a fight this game with the divisions on the line. Well, Twiz, my question is, will you put up a fight besides with your own team? You guys are putting up a fight. I will admit it. You guys are fighting the hell out of each other up in there. You literally are like the Spider-Mans. You've got Nick Sirianni pointing at himself. You got A.J. Brown pointing at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is pointing at everybody but himself. You know, you got people pointing at Lurie's son and at Howie Roseman. You got Philly 500 literally going crazy right now. It's bad enough that he's talking about everybody defecating on top of him. Now he's just like, put a cannoli up his coach's ass and shit. So I'm just like, I don't know what's going on with you guys, man. But I know one thing. It's rough. It's rough. I mean, it's rough there.
Grocery store, I used to actually swallow it, pause. But,
Joey's packing and he used to...
I used to pack and swallow. I used to do a lot of stuff.
Dude, that should be your, intro.
Yeah.
Your intro is just look at the camera.
Yeah, it's getting bad in Philly. All right, for us, let's get back to the game for us. This needs to be a statement game. I hope. Definitely was great seeing Queen Bella. This is what's cool for me is when we do, as my wife will say, flagpole. No. Tentpole. She calls it tentpole. Tentpole events is to actually be able to meet you guys. You guys see me, you know me. I mean, you see my hair is all nappy and everything else and so forth. You see me on the side of the house on a ladder and, on the roof and everything else. You guys know me. If you walked up to me and saw me in the store, you'd know, hey, there's Mark. Okay, that's cool. But I don't always get a chance, especially because a lot of you don't actually have a picture of you. Twiz Digger could walk up to me right now and I wouldn't know who he was. Seriously. Same thing with, let's see, like Crystal Caramel Corn, because, they don't have profile pictures on there. So having like the tailgate and events like that, getting to meet people and stuff. And I want to tell you, boy, Queen Bella, she is so nice. Oh, she is so nice. And of course, seeing my man Game Time Brian, he came to our tailgate about 3 years or so ago, and we've been friends ever since, man. And, it's cool. It's cool hanging out, breaking bread or, breaking sub roll, the big subs and chicken wings and hopefully getting the Cowboys having a win. It's all, it's so much fun. Meeting Gina Thorne. Where's Gina? There's Dallas Gina Dallas Diva. Meeting her out at training camp. So shout out to Gina and her husband. So that's where, for me, I love doing these things. So I wish I could have been doing more stuff this season, and this season is literally already gone. But next year, I will have this place done and out of here, so I won't have to worry about doing that because this truly has been the money pit. And Ward family, he came to my house. And Ward, I got a guest room down here. I'm just waiting for you. Now, the train tracks, I don't know if you can hop a ride on the trains, and all that. But if you do, you can just jump off the train right there. And I just say, hey, come on up, okay, because it's close by. Christina, what's up, Christina? Welcome. Okay, that snapping thing Philly does is lame as hell. It should be making a loud cracking noise. It's more like a wet noodle. Oh, okay. Pamela, you are a savage. But he's losing his mind right now. He is literally going crazy on this thing. And it's like, he's waiting to see how you guys react. I'm actually waiting to see how we react to this because we got some more adversity. Everybody's now mad. It's like, we should have gotten rid of Tyron Smith. Well, here's the problem. The problem is everybody just thinks that this is Madden, that you can just trade a guy and just get somebody, for as much times as people have said, trade Dak, just trade Dak. And I'm like, there's not a whole lot of options. First of all, you can't trade Dak because he's got a no trade clause in his contract. But what are you trading him for? Well, just draft a guy. Oh, sure. Nobody else has thought of that one before. Just draft a guy. I I met I Love Weed too. Yeah, I Love Weed. We met him at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, man. Yeah, like I said, I've been blessed to meet a lot of people. So now I know if I see I Love Weed at the grocery store, I know what he looks like there. Mark, you have done an outstanding job on the Red Brick House. Salute to you, brother. Let's freaking go, Cowboys. Well, by popular demand, I will be here for Christmas Eve and the Dallas Cowboy game. Everybody's like, you screwed up. You were at home. We lost. You've been undefeated. I was like, okay, I'm here. I am here. And let's see if we can get it. Tyron put up 5-6. And that's back to thank you, Trip Ace, for bringing me back to where we were. Everybody's, now saying we should have gotten rid of Tyron Smith. But the thing is there's not a lot of options at finding left tackles. You do know that the Miami Dolphins, literally this week, yesterday, none of their offensive line practice. Nobody. There's only so many great players to go around. And left tackles, that's like finding a quarterback. So that's the reason why the Cowboys are like, we're gonna structure his contract. So if he ain't playing, he ain't getting paid. It's sad, but it's true. And putting the onus on him to say, I really want to go because I really want to get this, $1 million check and all that. But Tyron Smith, between his last injury and this one, between him and Tyler Smith, you could literally say that was maybe one of the best left sides of football in the NFL. So that's why you roll the dice with Tyler Smith. Is that Turd Ferguson? No, do not get rid. Okay, so Turd, you're number 6. You are the 6th Eagle fan that has been back on here. I'm missing. I literally am missing all the Eagle trolls that have been here telling me how good you are and how much the Dallas Cowboys stink. It's kind of sad, to be honest with you. Let him heal for the playoffs. Philly reminds you of a soap opera right now. With all the finger pointing and blaming going on over there. It is crazy how much, I mean, literally, I don't know that I've ever seen a team go that crazy that fast. Lady Libra in the house. What's up, Lady Libra? Just have to let it go because if you further injure Tyron, your playoffs are done. Trip Aces, there you go. You are 100% right. And as important as this game is for a psychological advantage, for possibility of going forward, because I'm sitting here looking, the Rams are playing a lot better. The Rams are actually one of those teams that you got to say, leave my Gallup alone. Wait a minute, who's going after Michael Gallup? Turd Ferguson, here's the thing, though. He's only 32, 33, but he's got a lot of rough miles on him. He's had problems with his back for a lot of years. Every offseason, it's like he's in the best shape in his life. He's been getting rehab on his back, and it feels great. But the reality is, since Dak Prescott's gotten in the league, he has missed, time every single year. He has yet to have a full year that the Turd Ferguson. You're not, wait a minute. Turd, you're not? Oh, no, Turd. I'm sorry. Sorry. I've been using oil-based varnish, so it may have gone to my head. Turd, I'm thinking of Faded Punch. My apologies, Turd. My apologies. I got you confused with Faded Punch. Sorry about that. I truly did not mean to insult anybody by calling them an Eagle fan. Turd is funny. That's the point. Casey Stewart. What's up, Casey? Shout out to Casey Stewart. Quarterback has been the best toe-tappy swag. Oh, my God. Toe tapping. I'm so confused. Trip Ace, you are absolutely correct here, and I don't want to start the playoffs at home. But if we are healthy, I'll take my boys over anybody in the NFC. Maybe the 49ers are an exception, but we'll see. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to say, in my mind, and I could be wrong, but we have seen everybody ebb and flow this season. You know, people seem to forget that they had that stretch where they lost Debo for some games, and they lost 3 games. They lost 3 games. You know, it wasn't always that San Francisco is the best team in football. We've had so many teams that have been there. So you've got the Baltimore Ravens. And Baltimore is one of those teams, too, that they've been playing pretty good. They've been playing really good. And I'm sure they would love to go ahead and knock out the San Francisco 49ers. And then you've got the Rams coming up, too. Division rival. A Ram team that has played well against San Francisco with a great coach. And right now, Matthew Stafford is playing as good as anybody. His numbers are about as good as, almost as good as Dak's. He's not turning over the ball anymore. He's not doing the pick sixes. It's conceivable that San Francisco could lose a game or 2. It's not out of the woods. Coles Cowboys. Mark, I hope you will stay at the Red Brick House this weekend. I will be here. Here's what we're going to do, okay? We're going to have a Cuban sub, okay? I got half of a big sub here. So and it's usually just me and my brother and my wife, okay? You know, if anybody's in the area and wants to come by and watch the game on Christmas Eve, but then again, you probably want to be home with your family. But we're going to do the Cuban sub here, and we're going to watch the game here. We'll get up in the morning, Christmas morning, drive home, see, you know, my kids and all that and everything, and have Christmas at home, and then watch the Eagles lose to the Giants. And I will have a very Merry Christmas. Go Ravens, beat the 49ers. This is going to be a great weekend because there's a lot of game. I mean, there's so many games that have playoff implications for us and everybody else. Tommy DeVito makes me nervous. You know, but here's the thing, though. You could say Jalen, he's been playing better than Jalen Hurts lately. He's been playing better than Daniel Jones. Brad Harris, what's up? It's the 49ers year. All gold stocks are rallying for 2024. You know what? I've seen that party before, and we'll see. Philly, did you guys see the whole Pizzagate with him? So originally they were supposed to be doing a autograph signing for 2 hours with a pizza place, and they had set it up where he was supposed to get $10,000 for the appearance. Then his agent said, "Nah, we want $20,000 for the appearance." Figuring that now he's got a little pull. The pizza owner said, "Hey, sorry," and put it out there in social media. You know, we're a mom and pop. Sorry, we got to cancel this thing. We thought it was going to be $10,000, and now it's $20,000, and then we can't afford that, so it is canceled. And since he got egg on his face, they decided, no, we'll do it for 10. Okay. Hurts is 2 turnovers away from. Oh no, you got to be kidding me. He couldn't have done more than Carson Wentz now. Come on now, Brad. From a Seahawks fan, from my family to yours, Merry Christmas. Eric Wallace, appreciate that, man. Before I forget, too, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and whatever you celebrate, I hope you have a great one as well. And mine would be great if we can see the Eagles lose and we literally hear Philly 500 start screaming.
I fire Howie. Fucking fire. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take them. You.
Twiz, your birthday is Christmas? Sorry, man. I'll send you a Christmas gift and all that, but I don't want you to have a happy birthday. I want you guys to melt down. I'm sorry. I want you guys to literally implode on Christmas. I'm sorry. I know that's wrong. But you want to see us lose on Sunday too, so don't act like you don't. You know you do. Yeah, I love you, buddy. I think you're great people and all that, and I appreciate you being a stand-up guy, but I want pain for your team. I want them to literally just like burn down Philadelphia, that they're so mad. That they lose. That would be literally the icing on the cake, is to lose. I mean, you lost to Drew Lock. Why not lose to Tommy Cutlets? Too many troll videos, Mark. Philly does not melt down anymore. Brian, actually he does, buddy. He does. He does, man. He does melt down, bro.
Disrespected yet? Does this defense have any heart?
No, they suck. I've been telling you all season, Philly.
Shit on you. They've shit on you. Don't you hear me? Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Slate, they shit on you. They've shit on you. They have shit on you. Don't you hear me? Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Slate, they shit on you. Kill them.
Oh my goodness. Did he say they cock it on them?
Hate the style of defense.
Brian, that was just 2 weeks ago. They should, okay, and I could have gotten plenty this past week too. Seriously, so he's melting down because and I've talked to him on the phone a couple of times, and he's like, this team's lost. He's like, I don't know what happened. He's like, everything has just gone to shit. But that's the Super Bowl hangover, man. They act like they're surprised. Let's see if Dak can do it. Good Lord, been 9 years. Twiz, I got a Christmas gift for you. Let me get it. Hold this L for me. Wow. I love that. Queen Bella is a hoot. Philly 500 meltdowns are classic. Happy birthday, Twiz. Actually, everybody wish him a happy birthday with a loss. That's all we can ask for. Notice how many teams that win can run the ball. Why can't the Cowboys do that? Well, actually, the problem with that game is we got behind. We actually were effective running the football, but when you're getting slaughtered like that and gashed, you have a sense of urgency and you have to pass the football. And unfortunately, we just did not do well. They came out with a great game plan, and I think actually when we showed up, seeing the clips of Dak and crew on the sidelines. I mean, I know they're a younger generation than I am and stuff like that. They're just trying to relax and all that, have fun. But they look too damn relaxed. They did not look like they were going to war. They looked like they were getting ready to go clubbing, and I'm just kind of like, after seeing that, I'm like, I hope you guys this time get ready for war and get ready to beat the crap out of somebody. If I'm about to beat the crap out of somebody, I'm not out there, doing my little dance. I'm not doing my dance moves out there before I'm about to kick somebody's ass. I'm serious. I want to see game faces on and guys ready to kick some ass, ready to reach in, rip a guy's heart out, pull it out while it's still beating and feed it to him, okay? If you're not ready to do that, then you don't need to be on the field. Especially right now. You got the Eagles by the cojones, okay? You got them reeling. You got a chance to put the pressure on them and make them sweat for Christmas. You can make them just hurt. And you got to do it. You cannot show up and half-ass. You can't. Now, I know we're short some people. We're going to be short Tyron Smith, next man up. I know Hankins is not there. Mozzie Smith didn't play an awful game, but we need the offense to score and control that clock so we can turn the dogs loose. And Miami, as much as they were seriously, did you see it, Gina? You know, Ferguson's go. You know, I thought maybe they were playing Fergalicious. You know, yeah. You know, my lungs. I mean, they were just out there jamming. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? You're on the road. You're in Buffalo. You're out here dancing. Dance after the game. Dance on the bill after you done beat them. But I mean, seriously. I don't want to see that shit. You go out there, punch a guy in the face, and get ready to get punched back. No bullshit there. Damn, my dude, what about the cake? Hard to rip a team apart nowadays with these. Oh, don't even bring up the referees. Man, the referees, that's some bullshit right there, man. And, you know, we've had a couple of calls that have been beneficial, but we've had a lot more that have been just bad. I would rather have an equally called game, fair for everybody, that we're not talking about the officials that, you know, the coach has literally gotten so used to getting the calls that have saved his ass that he's literally calling his games, so hopefully the officials save him. Took Buffalo lightly. I think they really did. The media talking all week about us being not being a physical team. I hope we slap. They were physical against the Eagles. From play one, when Lane Johnson literally got punched in the face. Jeffrey, good evening. Give Mark credit. Still works when drinks happening. What still works? What are we talking about still works? I'm almost 60, man. What you talking about still works? Sup, Glimmerman, how are you doing? I can't believe this, man. Mark, was the NFL boring when the Bills went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row? No, football was a lot more exciting. I will tell you this. Football has changed a lot better for the players than what it used to be. They've got choices. You know, you're on a team you don't like. You know, if you're a good player, you can work your way out of it and get to the team that you want and try and win a ring. It used to not be like that. You are in a position where you get paid enough money that the only thing you have to worry about is playing football. It used to not be like that. It used to be football was your side gig and you had to have a real job in the off season so that way you could survive. There really wasn't free agency, and they owned your rights for pretty much life. So you were worried about keeping your job. You didn't have a big fat contract where, hey, you know, I just got a $20 million signing bonus. If I never play another day in my life, I'm okay. You know, as long as I put it invested and live off the interest, I'm good. It wasn't like that before. So you had guys that were hungry. The officials, shit. Unnecessary roughness? Shh. To get an unnecessary roughness penalty back in the day, you literally would have to drive the bus back and forth over. You got to throw them under the bus and probably run them over at least 2 times. Then you might get a penalty. You go look at some of the old footage, man, and see how the quarterbacks got beat down. Dante, what's happening? Good evening, Mark. I'm going to renew my account membership on Christmas Day. I have a Google Play card from Walmart. Shout out to you, Dante. Now listen, bro, don't hurt yourself, man. You know, hey, make sure you get the Christmas present for everybody else and stuff first. Put me as the low man on. Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to be on the bottom of the totem pole. You know, with the Eagles and the brotherly show, but you know, put me down. You know, take care of everything else, man. Mark, you're hardworking and inspiring. Thank you very much, Clouds. There's Philadelphia. When you got an owner that says 2 + 2 = 5, there lies your problem. That's why you can't always contract. Okay, issues. Okay, so Philadelphia, what's your owner saying? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for, what's your owner? How's his math working right now? Because I see your team is imploding at the moment. Every day it's another shoe to drop. They done thrown him under the bus and basically said, we wasted our cash paying this mother humper. We need him to do more. He needs to be a leader and blah, blah, blah. There's concerns about him, really? Wow. KC Christmas. Big Guy 75, I'm good. Everyone, please keep my family in your prayers. My uncle passed away yesterday morning of a heart attack. Oh, man. His wife, my aunt, who just passed away on Thanksgiving Day. Oh, man, Ruben, man. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. And while you're doing that, too, also keep Game Time Brian in your thoughts, too, because he's got his father-in-law passed away, I think, Tuesday. And his mother-in-law's been in the hospital since Thanksgiving, too, and just found out he had passed away, too. So definitely, we joke around about football and give a lot of crap to Eagle fans and things like that. There's no animosity against the fans and stuff that are in here and things. We sometimes take things a little bit further than maybe they should be. But it's all football and trash talking. It's nothing personal. And you remember Cowboys beating Vikings on the road last season, 43-3. Haters were saying same thing, Dak couldn't win on the road, and we're beating the Fins on Sunday. I feel like we're going to have that one. I really do. And here's I hate to say this, but it seems to be true. Whenever the Cowboys are expected to do something, and I think a lot of people expected the Cowboys to go to Buffalo and, blow doors and, take care of business and everything else. That's when it seems like we don't show up. It's those games that they look at and they say, oh, you got no chance and nobody believes in you, that the Cowboys kind of show up. Mark, my owner went to several Super Bowls and a lot of NFC Championship games. You're only stuck on 2-2. Well, no, actually, my owner has been to and won 3. If I recall right there, Philadelphia, I believe he's gotten 3. Am I wrong on that? I'm asking for a friend, Philadelphia. Dolphins have it, because I know you don't want to count ours because they're on VHS tapes, but actually they're on Google. I can YouTube them, so it's not. I don't have to actually. I don't actually have to have them on tape. Actually, I have a CD of it, but that's something else. But if your team is so great, seriously, why ain't you caught up? There had to be some holding on those big runs. How about some holdings on Micah Parsons? It's been 9 games since a holding call was called against anybody blocking him. They best not order no. Oh, shit. Yeah. They might order a Cuban sandwich, though. You are in Miami. They do. There's some good food in Miami. I'm asking for a friend. His father-in-law, I think, passed away. Yeah, that's Game Time Brian's father-in-law passed away. And his mother-in-law has been in the hospital since Thanksgiving. Derek Young in the house. Simba's in the house. Yeah, it's quite quiet without the trolls in here. Why haven't y'all got more if you're them boys? We figured we didn't want to take them all from y'all. And quite frankly, as you should know, Twiz, it's hard to win a Super Bowl. It really is hard because, even having a good team does not guarantee you going to a Super Bowl. Sometimes it's a matter of keeping your guys healthy. Sometimes it's getting a couple of calls that go your right way. Sometimes it's playing teams at the right time when maybe some of their players aren't quite there. Oh, excuse me. It's hard. It is hard. Old man, I'm still here. Oh, great. Thanks for letting me know, Eastside. You're still here. Woohoo! Anyway, definitely it's hard. Marino, oh my God. There you go. Dan Marino, and that's where, Eagle fans were like, oh yeah, man, we're going back to the Super Bowl, man. We're going to be a dynasty. Are you? Like I said, I saw Dan Marino go there, I think his second year, and figured, oh, well, he's going to be going back. That guy is really good. He's going to be going lots. Nope. One. I'm good, sweetie. I'm enjoying the end of the semester finally. I kind of dread Christmas without my granddad. Oh, Casey, sorry to hear that. That's why you got to enjoy the time you have with everybody. Make sure you let them know you love them. Walter Moore, praying for game time, Brian. Philadelphia 1 + 0 equals your Super Bowl since 1933. Damn. I was checking for flies. Christina, check. What? Flies? It's wintertime. Who's got flies? That's like me saying Eagles won their third title in 1960. Okay. Yeah, actually, you did. Y'all, before you won a Super Bowl, we heard about the world championships oh my goodness. We always heard about, we got 3 world championships. You mean when there's only 10 teams? Okay. What's much easier with less teams than broke teams? Eagles played on cement. You're right about that. Eastside Herald, don't call him Mark old. Call him, no, I'm old. That's okay, man. You can see all this. I'm surprised I'm not grayer than this. 49ers is too good. We're going to see about that. I've been thinking about you, Casey. He's watching over you. Please give I sure will, Ward family. For the second there, I thought somebody called Mark old. No, actually, yeah, Eastside Herald said I was old. But I bet you I can outwork Eastside Herald. I bet you I can take care of a little young punk. People used to brag about world championship. Oh, my God. Before 2017, that's all you heard about from Eagle fans. Well, we got 3 world championships. That gray doesn't mean nothing, Mark. Kill a crappy at Eastside. Go color in the coloring books and then go to bed. You're grounded. Smart media gives the Niners mad respect. And that's where I'm still like, they did have that 3-game losing streak. Mark Holmes, you're not getting old. You're getting more and more handsomer every day. Christina, you need some glasses, honey. I'm sorry. I'm getting older every day. I don't know about handsomer. I look in the mirror and I see it's like, damn, what happened? That's why I say so y'all know how it feels when you talk of 70s and 90s history. If my 60s is old, then your 70s and 90s is old too. Yeah, but at least we were in the modern era, okay? At least we had face guards, not wearing leather helmets, bro. Come on, man. Oh, big guy 75, your dad has dementia. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm giving you that salute if you know what I mean. Danny's back. Welcome, Danny. No timing out during Christmas. Well, actually, I don't think anybody's gotten timed out today because the Eagle trash has not been showing up today. All the ones that usually hear is just, talking Mark Holmes is this, that, and the other, and, all that kind of stuff. We ain't seen any of those. Thomas Garrett, I was just talking about you because we were talking about the tailgate. And don't forget, if you are interested in going to our tailgate, we will be in Red Zone Lot. We have more information about getting tickets if you need tickets to the game. We're going to be in club level section 315. We've got parking passes reserved that are $50 a piece if you need a parking pass for Red Zone lot, and the contact information to get the tickets directly, as well as the the parking pass. That information and all is in a post in the community tab. So definitely, if you want to meet Thomas Garrett, you want to meet E2 Blue, you want to see DMV, me, Miss Tracy, and all that, then definitely check that out and come on to our tailgate. James, I'll see you there at the Fireside Chat. I'll be right. It's right there. That's right, Mark. As they always say, be sure to tell people you love them because tomorrow is not guaranteed. You are right about that. I was just seeing my buddy today, and we were talking. He went to the Carolina game, he went to the Thanksgiving game, and he went to another one. He's like, man, because every time he lives up in Charlottesville, he comes by the house all the time here, and he's like, yeah, you need to come to a game. It's like, bro, I was like, I got to finish this place, man. I was like, this is the money pit, and all my money is going in here right now, and I got to get this thing done. And I said, man, he said, I got you next year. I said, we'll be done with this place, and I'm going to be going all over the place doing stuff next year. And then I started thinking, if I'm here, there's no guarantees that I'll be here to do that. Anybody come on the tailgate and leave when the game starts? Anybody come to the tailgate and, well, you have to leave. The new rules are you can't actually stay in the parking lot anymore, so we can't. We used to have like a big screen TV out there, we'd bring a bunch of chairs and things and leave plenty of food, and then we had people that stayed out in the parking lot to watch the game, but they won't let you do that anymore. So I'm going to be renting a van to put all my equipment and stuff in, so that way it'll be locked up. Mark, I plan on coming too. I'm 10 minutes from the stadium. Okay, Darren Posey. The information, like I said, is in the community tab. There's a post in there with my contact information and all that. So definitely would love to see you there. All right, we're coming down the home stretch here. Is it just me, or does the NFL feel like feel unnatural? I started watching college, and it feels more real. I don't know that it feels unnatural. I do sometimes feel like there's agendas. I mean, I know I'm going to sound like a whiny little bitch, but it seems like more times than not. Now, it's not to say that it's all the time, but more times than not, some of these games, the way they're officiated, you can tell that there's truly a bias, from some of the officials. And I'm not going to say that they're being paid, but once they introduced gambling to football, that they're getting paid, royalties by gambling, that's a whole lot of incentive to, if you think about, somebody's being favored big time and that big upset, you kind of wonder, it's like, did that really happen, or was that by design? Eric, you're 100% right. You got to believe God has big plans for you. I hope so. NFL is a soft fit. Pittsburgh guy should have never been sat down. Hey, Roadkill, I say, oh boy, she's got the bottle for you. Eric, best of luck to Seattle this week. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping the Cowboys find a way to get a big win. I'm looking forward to a big weekend of football, so we'll be live streaming starting. I guess it's 4:30 is the first game tomorrow. So I need to get my ass up early, getting some work done because I got to get this door hung outside and work on these shutters, and because I'm trying to make Mama happy. Because if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Hey, Roadkill, I saved this for you. Eric, best of luck, Seattle this week. Some college is slowly becoming a pro paid league with oh my God, yeah, you're right about that, Casey. College football is changing big time as well. Everything in life is about the money, and that's the way it is. All right, good people, we are going to get ready to get our ass up out of here, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow for the games. I can't wait to sit down, relax, Hopefully on Christmas Day, we'll see Philly 500 and the Eagles meltdown. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you later.
He slid and he went head first at him. That's a penalty. Why do they call a penalty? First and 10. Gainwell's still on the field. Mother. That should be a personal foul. Mother humping bullshit. First and 10 at the 42. Hurts. Back to pass. Looking, throws. He gets hit as he throws. Intercepted. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because guess who's on the field? Guess who's on the field? Kenneth fucking Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell sucks. It's Gainwell's fault. It's all Gainwell's fault. Get him off the field. Fucking Gainwell. Get his ass off the field so we can score some points. Every time he's on the field, we don't do shit. Gainwell what is he doing? He's just standing there picking his ass. What did I got my ass today? Oh, some corn and some, oh, look, an undigested tomato. What is he doing? God, I can't stand this Gainwell shit. You put Gainwell out in the field. Are you kidding me?